is it with leftists using their kids as political props? Remember I went to that environmentalist protest in Vancouver a year or so ago, and some parent thought it was really funny to have a child of tender years carrying a sign that said F-U-C-K Enbridge? Why would you do that to your kid? And look, here Vice magazine, the left-wing website, they thought it was hilarious too. The lefties love this sort of thing. Or even Catherine Porter, remember that liar at the Toronto Star who concocted a false story about me at some rally here in Toronto that was then totally contradicted by the videotape we had? Why did she use her 9-year-old daughter as some sort of political stalking horse there? Why would you do that to your kid? That's so weird. I'm not saying this never happens on the right. I'm saying I've just never seen it. I've seen young people at conservative political events. I mean, remember when we had our big Freedom Barbecue in Nanaimo, British Columbia, and about 800 people showed up? We had tons of kids, maybe 100 kids, but their job was to have fun on the bouncy castles and face painting, not to be used as political ventriloquist dummies, puppets of their parents, which brings me to the latest NDP campaign ad about the Mike Duffy affair. I'm not going to get into the substance of that right now. Brian Lilly has covered that well for us. My point today is to show you the latest creepy example of leftists using their children as political bullets. The concept here is young children are told to read emails from the Prime Minister's office about Duffy. Here, take a look for a few moments yourself.
Senator Duffy would make this easier if he did not have outbursts in the Senate caucus that made senators oppose anything that helped them save face.
Yeah, I thought that one wasn't as good. Let this small group be under no illusion. I think this is going to end badly. Have you had enough?
It's time for change in Ottawa.
I think the ad fails as a political ad. It's not well executed. It wasn't a funny concept. It doesn't work. But all I could think about the whole time was, who are these kids? Whose parents told them to do this? Why? What other gimmicks are these children being told to do to serve their parents' political interests? I mean, I don't want to overstate it, but it is a leftist belief that children are tools. They're products. They're prizes. They are to be propagandized to in the school through social activist teachers. The state is the co-parent of families, to use a popular phrase in education. It's a leftist thing to want children to be grown-ups too early. You see it even in age-inappropriate sex ed curriculums these days. Hey, NDP, leave those kids alone.